Habari beautiful people, welcome back to Pages of My Diary with me, Mumbi Maina, and this is episode 5 of the season 2, episode 5 of season 2. I hope you've interacted with my previous video and you've watched and liked. If you've not watched it, please, after this episode, please make sure you get back to the episode and get to hear and listen and to enjoy the episode. Yes, if you've not subscribed, this is your call to subscribe. If the button is right, that means you've not subscribed, so make sure you subscribe and make sure to like the video so that it can be able to reach as many people as possible. We are currently at 298 subscribers, so we need 2 to 300. Wanted to reach 300 by the end of the first 2 months, so we are getting there. So please make sure you subscribe. Yes, so today the other episode have really been about motivation and inspiration and giving hope and all that, which is basically what we do here in this channel. But today I wanted to share a story that I feel like by sharing it or through sharing it, it's going to impact someone or it's going to help someone who might be going through a similar situation. So it's a story where I got to experience something I would like to phrase it like online blackmail or online manipulation, and I thought it is wise to share this story since I came across a certain documentary, really not a documentary but a a discussion of ladies, and the guest in that lady, I think it was BBC, the guest in that lady was talking about how her pictures were manipulated online to look like their nude pictures, okay? And they were shared in so many platforms. And she was talking about how that impacts or affected her life up to now. Because each and every time, yani unaona ikisha trend and then iache kutrend because there are other things that are trending, and then they take some time and then they resurface again. So they keep on affecting her life. But she's going through legal actions and all that. So I want to share something similar, not to that extreme, but something similar, just to get the word out there that there are things like this that are happening and you need to look out, especially for us as ladies. So this is what happened. I was just going through my normal day, scrolling through my phone. I don't remember what year it was. I think maybe 1-2 years ago. I was just going through normal. Yani venye tu you're just using your phone online normally. So while I'm just texting or going through my WhatsApp, a message pops up and it's a new number. So the person is like, hi, what. Because you never know who might talk to you, so you just go on with the conversation so that the person can maybe say what they want or why they have your number or why they have texted you. So I was just going about the conversation normally, and I don't even remember the name of the guy. So, but he introduced himself, told me who he is, what he does and all that. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. And I asked, why exactly have you texted me? Why do you want us to have a conversation? He's like, no, I just want to make friends. And I was like, okay, there's no harm. That is fine. It's okay. So I went through his profile and we don't share any groups in common. So hawezi kuwa ametoa your number kwa group, but he's talking like someone who we know each other, like who really wants to know me. Okay, so we talk for the better part of the day, but then I get busy, so I get away from online, and then the next day comes, he texts, I reply, and the conversation goes on and on. So it's like maybe the 3rd, 4th day in the conversation, and he's like, okay, since we've been talking and we don't really know each other, can I send you my picture? And maybe you can send me yours. And I'm like, fine. So he sends his pictures. He sends a lot of pictures. I think almost like 7-10 pictures of himself. Then I'm like, okay. Then he's like, send me yours. So I send one picture. And he's like, oh, okay, definitely. You know how they react, oh, you're beautiful and all that. And then he's like, can I get more? I'm like, no, maybe if we go about our conversation, if we know each other more, then I can be able to be comfortable to send you more pictures. And he's like, fine. I get out of online, I get back online, I find the guy has changed his profile picture and he has put the picture that is mine as his profile picture. And okay, ground being set, we had not gotten at the intimate, or we're not even talking about relationship, or that was not even what was in my head. We were just talking casually like people who have just met. So I asked him, why have you used my picture as your profile, and I'm not comfortable with it? He's like, no, because I feel it's a very beautiful picture. I'm like, no, just pull it down, because I am not comfortable with that. He doesn't. He actually goes to the extent of putting that picture in his status, and he uses a caption that looks romantic. Okay, so I started getting scared, because I'm like, okay, why would you do that? And why would you do that and you don't even know me? So I persist that he needs to pull down all of them. So he put, actually, I remember the picture that I have sent him, I wasn't alone. We were a number. We're like 3 girls. So I may crop your picture. He has edited it such that it's cropped. So it's just me. So after persisting for a while, he pulls them down. He takes out the picture on his profile and he takes the one from status. Okay, I'm like, okay, thank you. But now I am skeptical because I don't understand this person. So we continue. After some time, he texts me. After that incident, I don't really want a conversation with him. But after some time, he texts me again to apologize for what he did because of what. He explained that sometimes he likes rushing things and all that. But I'm like, this is not what I want this to be. So long story short, he asked me, during the conversation, in the course of some weeks, maybe 3 weeks in, he asked me, okay, what do you do and all that. I tell him what I do, what I deal with on a day-to-day basis and all these things. So he asked me a very funny question. He asked me, have you paid your rent this month? I'm like, why would you even ask about my rent? He's like, no, I just want to know. I'm like, that is none of your business, but if you really want to know, yes, I have paid. So he says, that, please tell me how much it is so that the next time I can be able to pay it for you. Okay. I'm like, no. I tell him, no, that is not necessary. He persists. I tell him, okay, the next time I'm paying rent, I'll give you a call, just to let that story die. He's like, fine. So now I am blacklist to jamaa because I don't really get intentions zake vizuri. I stopped talking to him. One time I decided, okay, let me check from the archive this conversation. I felt like there are like 30 texts. But what is weird is the profile picture I had myself as my picture on my WhatsApp profile picture. I find his profile picture is the same. So now I know this is not a good person. I now text. I tell him, please pull down that picture from your profile. He says no. I ask him why. He says, 1, because you've been ignoring my texts. 2, because he said, these were his exact words, I want to use this picture on Telegram. And I'm going to use it in some way that you won't like. And then he goes ahead to say that, I don't know, I will forward your name and the conversation we've had due to what channel. I think there's a channel that people use to expose women. So I'm going to send this conversation there so that you can be exposed because you like taking money from men. Yes, you like taking money from men. You like using men's due for what and what. You're a gold digger. And now, for me, I'm using very polite and good words. For him, he used a very colorful language to say all that. He sent a very long text. I thought about it. Immediately, I read the text. Of course, I panicked because I was like, I don't know how this person is going to use my pictures. If unaona sahi hata alikuwa anaweka profile and all these things. So I thought about it and I was panicking. I was like, okay, what should I say sorry and all these things. But then I was like, you know what, let him. I took a screenshot of all the conversations that we had and saved them in my gallery, and then I blocked the guy and deleted his number. So I took a screenshot of the conversation just in case he did what he was claiming to do, so that even though I decide to make a case out of it, I can have evidence of what had transpired. Okay. And I talked to someone about it, someone who is in the legal field, but the person was like, okay, if this happened, we'll now have grounds for a case. But he told me, but for now, just leave it. And I left it, and life went on. That was a moment that I really got scared, and I saw how easy it is to be blackmailed. Okay, because this guy was mentioning channels that I have no idea about, but maybe they're channels that are there. So I thought of sharing this story, first of all, to tell people out there that whatever you see in these channels, or maybe sometimes you see, you know, people really like exposures, like easy vitu zenye watu wana trend, maybe for the bad things. Maybe there is someone out there, or there are people out there who have curated channels for this particular cause. But I want to talk to you as a consumer first. If you consume this content, you never know if it is fake or real. You just consume the content. If it's maybe nude leaks and all these things, you're just consuming it because maybe you feel happy when people are exposed to all these things. You know, you want that thrill. But I want to make you think, if this thing happens to maybe your wife, your partner, your sister, your mother, your grandmother, all these things, how would you feel? Because that person who is exposed there is also someone's relative or someone's partner or it's close to someone. But you're there yourself sharing all these things that are there online. You don't know where they have been gotten from. Like that lady who was sharing her story, it's just her face. Her face was picked and placed to someone's nude pictures, and then it looks exactly like ni kama ni yeye, until yeye ndo akiona ako like si mimi. But you as a person, you just consume all these things, especially on Telegram. I'm not against the site, but especially there are so many ladies that are exposed there. So first of all, you as a viewer, please do not consume that content, because you make that industry run and you make them want to get more content so that they can please you as a viewer. Secondly, if you're a lady out there, really avoid sharing your pictures online. This is my advice, personal advice. Avoid really, especially photos whereby you might be a bit exposed, and we need to keep each other safe, because it would be, you know, if something like that is curated online, you will really not be able to take it away because of because of digital footprint. So I thought I would share this story today to help you, to get you in the know that online blackmail is happening. It's something that is true, and not everything that is online is true. So that's it for today. I thought I'd share that story. I hope it's going to help someone. I hope you're going to know that not everything that is online is true, and we are not safe online. Online is good, but also it has its dark side. Okay, so that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I hope you're going to learn from it. Please make sure to like, share and subscribe, and until the next video, always remember to stay true to yourself. Kwaheri.